5 things to consider before taking a loan. First, what is a loan? A loan is anything you take and they will not leave you alone. Okay, that's enlightened, but it's true. If you take a loan, you can never be left alone until you pay back that loan. But speaking dictionary wise, a loan is money lent to you that you pay back in a speculated amount of time. But before you take a loan, here are 5 things that you need to consider before. One, how do you plan to repay back that loan? Have you considered that? Do you have a business? Do you have a job? Do you have something that you will sell to repay back that loan? That is the first and foremost thing you want to consider before taking any. Number two, the second thing you need to consider before taking loan is the reason. Why? Why are you taking that loan? As with every financial instrument, there are only 2 reasons. One, to fund consumption or to fund production. So what is your reason? What is your why? Are you taking that loan to fund consumption? To sponsor a lavish wedding? To pay your house rent? To buy food stuff? Probably to repay back another loan using problem to solve problem, which also leads with a problem. Why exactly are you taking a loan? If your reasons are all of that, then it's to fund consumption, because all of those things you are taking a loan for will not give you any money at the end of the day. Or are you taking that loan to fund an already existing business, to inject into your business? Mind you, it is risky to take a loan to start a business, because if the business fails, how do you plan to pay back that loan? You run into problems, so it's not advisable. Or you're taking a loan as part of student's loan to complete your education or to learn a trade, and part of the terms of that loan is that when you start working, you start paying back. If those are your reasons for taking the loan, then fantastic. You are taking that loan to fund production. Because at the end of the day, when you take that loan, you do all of that, you also make money that you use to pay back the loan, and some that you can keep as saving. So the third reason before taking a loan is what? What exactly are you taking a loan for? Why is more broader, has to do with your reasons. Is it production or consumption? But what is more specific? What are you taking that loan for? Are you taking that loan to do your wedding? That's the what. Are you taking that loan to finance your education? That's the what. So you want to be very, very specific as to what you're taking that loan for. So that as soon as you take that loan, you apply it into that what ASAP. You don't take a loan for taking sake. You just want to have money in your bank or the feel of money. Hello, money doesn't work that way, because money sometimes feels like a spirit. If you don't have any purpose for that money, you don't have what you plan to use that money for, that money will have a plan for itself, and before you know it, it has gone. And even though no matter how you spend it, you still have to repay back. The fourth reason to consider before taking a loan: where are you taking that loan from? It's very important, because it's going to affect your repayment and the stress or pressure level you feel when you're trying to repay back that loan. There are about 3 areas where you can take loan from. One is grouped into the friendly loans, unofficial loans, and the second is grouped into the official loans that are not that friendly. Now, we'll talk about the friendly loans. Talk about loans from family and friends. That's the first place you need to consider where to collect a loan from. Family and friends, very important, because of relationship built over time. The loans there are more flexible repayment time. In fact, sometimes there's no repayment time. Interest on those loans most times is 0. There's no interest on it. Take loan from your family and friends, they don't put interest. Just like make sure you pay back or pay me back, kind of terms. It's not official. It can also be from colleagues in the office, okay, or from your office to where you work. It's tied to your salary, so your payments are already automated. So it's easier. Those loans are easy. They are friendly loans. Or from your social club, or cooperative society. Most times they are 0 interest and flexible repayment plan. You don't have to give any collateral. Those are friendly, unofficial loans. Those are one of the first places where you can take a loan from, where you should consider, where it is recommended to take a loan from. The second are official, like the loan apps. These are the modern places where you can go to take a loan in case you have an emergency. You can easily just go into a loan app. You don't need more documentation. You just need your BVN or your NIM, and few questions they ask, and voila, they'll just give you money. Depending on your credit rating, it depends on the amount that you get from those places. And you also need collateral to collect loan from those places. They are very, very flexible loans, flexible access, flexible repayment time, and understandable, manageable interest rates. But the last and worst place you should never consider a loan from, unless you have any other option again, is from traditional money lenders. Those guys, if you collect loan from those people, and the banks, their interest rate is sky high. Sometimes all you'll be paying for the loan duration is interest. You've never started servicing the loan you actually took. It's not funny. There have been serious people being chased around the street because of taking loan from money lenders. It's not funny. There are people that banks have come to foreclose on their houses, their lands, they use as collateral because they couldn't pay back the loan. The interest were so high. So unless you don't have any other option again, and the matter is a life and death situation, don't ever consider going to money lenders or traditional banks to take a loan. You will not, you will not, it will not be fun at the end of the day. So you better leave those loans alone. Then the last thing to consider for taking a loan is when. When has to do with tenor. When are you going to pay back the loan? If it's not official friendly loans, you can give a more flexible tenor because on a friendly note, based on relationship kind of loan you took. You understand? So even though if you know you can pay back that loan in a month's time, say like 2 or 3 months. Give the person 2 or 3 months. If they agree, good. You know why that is very important. In case anything happens in a month and you couldn't meet up, you have at least 1 or 2 extra months, to meet up to that loan. So that at the end of the day, you don't end up defaulting on that friendly loan, because that would be an abuse of friendly loan. You promise your friend or your family member, your colleague in the office that you're going to pay back at the end of the month. You want to enrich, now you're telling stories. It's not nice. And always remember, there is a time called the next time. So don't use that time to spoil your next time. So give yourself some room, to be able to repay back in case of incasity. So that's for friendly and official loans. But when it comes to official loans, there's what we call the tenor. Okay, the tenor has to do with duration. How long they will spread the payment per month. Okay, the tenor could range from like 1 month to 3 months to 6 months. The catch on the tenor is this: the longer the tenor, the more the interest rate on that loan. That means if the tenor is longer, you pay more on that loan. So it depends on your financial capacity and how well you can repay back the loan. If you can pay back very fast, you have the means, maybe you have a business that's generating funds very fast, don't choose a longer tenor, choose a shorter tenor, and that way you pay less interest on that loan per month. So you go for a tenor of like a month or 3 months, just pay off. But if you know your money is coming very slow and things are not that fast, you can choose a longer tenor to spread your payment across 1 month. Choose a tenor like 6 months to 1 year. That way you can be paying little by little, but the catch on that is that you pay more because your interest will be higher. So depending on your financial capacity of repayment, choose the tenor that works best for you. That's something you understand when it comes to official loans that has to do with loan apps and also from the banks. So it's important to consider all of those: how, why, what, where, and when. Because if you take any loan and don't consider all of that, the loan might take away your peace of mind. And of course, as we said in the outset, they will never leave you. So if you know you can't satisfy those 5 reasons, please don't take any loan. Leave that loan alone.